Hi, everybody, and welcome to this special one-shot of I Have the High Ground. I'm Mare. I use they, she pronouns, and today I'm playing Akalia, first High Mage of the Royal Cart of Nofrishka.
Yay! And I'm Natalie, and today I am playing Sirfe of Athisia, and they're our chancellor as part of the blanking on words, but they are a chancellor of their realm.
Just look on the screen. It's right there.
Yeah, it's there.
We're going to do some quick game/world building really quick, and then we'll get into this tension back and forth without actually hitting each other with magic. If it weren't apparent, we're playing wizards or spellcasters or mages, and I'm really excited. Got my stuff.
Get all the magical stuff in there.
Okay, so I'm scrolling all the way back up to character creation, but it starts off with us choosing our background or genre, and we decided wizard duel because magic is cool.
Yeah, magic's cool.
The second part was our stakes. Did you want to tell them what our stakes are? How high of a stake?
Yeah, so we are representing our own individual realms, but this is also a very personal stake. So we are doing a saber, which makes this very meaningful.
But not like a lot of people are going to die immediately type of meaningful.
Yeah, and if we die, our country's like, all right, send another.
Yes. We have a whole line of people to take care of this. It is fine.
Yeah, it's not to worry.
Our history, do we want to keep what do we write down? We had two, but do we want to say our first one, or do we want to just say the second one? I kind of want to keep it a surprise for our first one.
Yeah, we got a bit of surprise for y'all, so let's do the second one.
We had to choose one or two options from our history, but our second one is rivals. Personal rivals, and not just on opposing nations.
Yes, rivals on many levels, but personal is the most important.
And our descriptors. So we had to choose a pair of descriptors, and then we chose one for each of us. I chose subtle.
Mm-hmm. And I'm flamboyant.
Then we had to together pick one individual descriptor that we both shared, which was earnest.
Yes, we got it.
Yes. And then we chose individually 2 to 3 that described our own character. For myself, I chose measured, empathic, and passionate.
Oh, that's so sweet and so nice. I'm debonair, cunning, and impulsive.
Oh, geez. What have I got myself into? I know exactly what I got myself into.
Oh, totally.
What brings the two of us to our particular battlefield today? So the exposition. Would you like to
Yeah, so our nation's in a big tension over an arcane power source of ancient magic. Had discovered an artifact that lays deep somewhere within the realms, and we were both dispatched as part of our sort of shadowy underbelly of our governments to find this artifact and claim it for our realm.
At least one of us is a shadowy underbelly.
Yeah,
they're just me. Like, here, first mage, go do this. You're powerful. Yeah. You can handle it.
What's more shadowy than a chancellor?
For our environment, we had to choose 3 different adjectives. We decided on ancient, where is the list? Windy and isolated. And then capes. I don't think we need to talk about capes unless you really want to talk about your capes.
We'll do that as part of our, I guess, character intro as we come face to face, I think. Mm-hmm. But we did figure out I'm the one with the longer cape.
Yes, absolutely. And it's better looking. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then next, we had to choose a couple advantages. Since you won in the cape war, you got to choose first. You got to decide whether you wanted priority first or if you wanted to choose advantages first. So you chose advantages, so that means I had priority first. And your advantages are?
Yeah, so my advantages, the first one I picked was superior fashion, because how could I not? And then my second one was extensive training for this particular fight.
And myself, I chose superior weapon. And the second one I chose was opponent in compromising situation, which for the compromising situation I decided is that superior fashion sense is really not made for the environment.
Yeah. At least I'll look fantastic.
And then we had to do clothing, weapon, and inventory. I don't know if that's something we want to talk about or leave to our like intros.
We could probably include it into our intros.
Probably. Okay. So I think that's it for the initial world building, unless I am missing something. I don't think
that was us. And then inventory, blah, 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 blah. Circumstances, which is sort of part of our history.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go into our opening, the challenge, the encounter.
Well, we didn't choose the challenge. We had a choice of 3, and our circumstance on how we met was the chance encounter.
Yeah.
Which I requested that I go first. So without further ado, we're going to begin the game. We're going to start our intros, and then we're going to go back and forth to our parrying and thrusting and feinting and so on and so forth. Okay. The scene opens up on a high mountaintop overlooking a vast land, or at least there is a vast land if we could see it, as this mountaintop is high above the cloud line. The wind is whipping and cold as the moon shines high above in the sky. We see a large, what used to be a fortress or a castle of some kind, but is now dilapidated and old and crumbling, with walls on the floor and the ground. And besides the wind going through broken rocks with a loud whistling in the air, we see an individual searching for something. She's not even sure 100% what, but looking through rubble and into old doors and rooms of unknown origin, we see a fairly short young woman with pointed ears and slightly wavy white hair. She is dressed in very comfortable clothes, very homespun and rough, with a not necessarily a cape, but definitely a warm gray cloak, buttoned at the top and closed to keep the wind out. She is holding a tall staff made of 2 different woods, one very light and one very dark, twining and twisting, all the way to the top, where it is holding a slightly bluish glowing orb casting light everywhere. And behind one ear is a flower frozen in stasis, so it will never die. And she's just looking around for this object that was requested to her by her liege.
And as she is looking, for a moment, you think maybe it was a distant drip of water, but the steadiness of it is recognition of someone's high heel clicking on the ancient stones that just lay in ruin upon the floor of this structure. And the clicks get louder and louder. And though to turn towards the shadows, you don't notice this individual at first, for they keep themselves rather subdued, knowing and prepared for what could be ahead of them. But as the light, anything dappled in, catches, there's a flash of iridescence off of their kind of dueling side cape that's billowing rapidly in the wind. The long silver hair, sort of also doing the billow wrapping, getting a little tangled, not suited for this environment, but definitely keeping it down. And as the recognition starts to come in of a person being here, there's just another slow clap following the heels. And the mask sort of falls out of the darkness from underneath the hair first of golds and blues and crimsons, the frills of the underneath clothes, and a cinch sort of almost like a corset vest underneath it all. Tight, dark pants, and of course, well, a couple inch high heels, trying very hard to not let their ankles roll on the rubble. And with them, they have a short, almost cane that is long and slick at the bottom, but as it becomes into the handhold, it sort of narrows around, kind of like clasping skeletal hands for where my hand would be placed. And they do their slow clap as they recognize a person is ahead of them. Well, this is a surprise.
And I think this is where we'll do our first what are we calling them? Rolls. They're not rolls, they're checks. Or rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Okay. So we're gonna put them in chat on a 3, 2, 1. Ready? Not that that was the example.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
So when we're ready, we're going to count down. So let me
figure out what you're gonna do.
Yes. I think I got it.
All right.
So, typing. All right.
All right. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Ooh.
Oh.
Aha. Okay.
So I typed faint and
I did thrust. So as I hear you slow clapping, I freeze and immediately whip around and pull myself up very, very straight. My staff in one hand, which you would know and recognize, actually. It is a staff of a old friend, we'll say, that you once knew, that belonged to someone you once knew. And you know the only way to get that is to beat them in a duel when a person is ready to take their place. And I don't say anything right away. I don't do anything right away. But there is this large, strong pulse of magic power that just goes across the ground, encompassing everything, just indicating that I am strong and this is a warning. Who goes there?
Don't recognize my voice. That's fine. I do recognize you, and I do recognize that staff.
Well, that doesn't answer my question.
Oh, it's so much more fun if you're to guess at it, isn't it? I'm surprised to find you here.
Enough. If you're not going to answer my question, be gone.
Well, unfortunately, I'm also searching for the same thing, I think.
And Natalie, correct me if I'm wrong. I think this is just like a lightning fire of checks, right?
Yes. So going back to the turn.
So I won the first round, and priority goes to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do believe you, as the winner, get like the last word of the round.
I think my last word is ignoring you.
Yeah.
If you're not going to answer my question.
Oh, yes. Okay.
All right. So that is what I have done. I am ready when you are.
Okay. All right, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, I should have known. But mine just makes sense for my character.
I think both of ours make sense for our character.
Yeah.
So yeah, please go ahead and continue.
It's like, are you really not going to play with me? That is so unkind. I thought you better.
a time of war is not a time for games.
How unfortunate.
And if you're just going to play, I'm just not going to play with you. I have better things to do.
All right. So that was also you.
Mm-hmm. Let me just quickly think on what I want to do. All right. I'm ready when you are.
All right.
I think I have priority. Yes, I have priority.
Yeah, I think it goes back and forth regardless of who won.
Unless you do like a penalty move.
Yeah.
Then there's special things for it. All right.
Okay.
Ready?
Spelling is a thing. We'll pretend I know how to spell. Okay, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1.
Oh.
So as you're trying to goad me, I just kind of look back at you and be like, what, you're too good to show your face? Don't have the honor to face me like a person?
Well, it's not honor in this case, and I flourish off my cape, and there's just full colorations underneath it as a burst of magic, creating a rainbow essence of halo across in front of me. I just like the presentation. If your memory served you better, you would realize that.
I'll have to refresh my memory. Hard to tell who someone is when they're hiding it.
Well, I thought I would have put more of a pressure on you, that you would have remembered me by my voice. All right.
All right.
So I won that one.
Yeah, you did win that one. And back priority to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you ready?
All right. You got typing a word.
Okay. Oh, wait. Would this be under? Which one would this be under? That's the problem. Okay. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh.
Ooh.
Or you're just a coward.
You really are not. What's the word?
Also, I chose fairy and Natalie chose faint. Sorry, I chose faint. Natalie chose fairy.
We forgot to say them. Last time I thrusted in vain, so we were good. And now this time it's parry and faint. Oh, you were always so frustrating to never play with my games. Always have to coax you out.
You know me better than I know myself sometimes, it looks like. Maybe if you keep talking, I'll finally recognize your voice.
Well, maybe you subconsciously realize that I do love to talk.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes. Let's do it.
I think I have priority of priority. I already lost count.
You gained priority back.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
You're just beating me down.
Yeah. So what does this thrust look like?
Yeah, so I approach closer and getting rather frustrated, feeling like you're being flippant with me and really offended you don't even recognize who I am. Like, come on, little sparrow, really?
This is a very important question for you, Natalie. How tall is your character?
About 6'2", 6'3".
Jeez. Okay. Okay. I love the height difference. Okay. How close are we talking?
We were probably, I imagine, as we are facing each other across the way, I approach to about maybe 20, 15 feet away from you.
Okay. So you are still pretty far from me, not touching distance.
No.
Okay. In that case, when you call me Little Sparrow, there is a small little smile at the side of my face, and when I speak, you hear my voice from like near your ear. Or, Peacock, I know not to give in to your little games. You gonna hide that pretty face all night?
I mean, if you're nice to me, I might take it off.
You and your ridiculous outfits.
Come on, I am fashionable.
And about to break an ankle.
What's a broken bone?
When you're stuck up here and you can't get back, you'll be easy pickings to take whatever I want from you.
Shall we do another
Yes.
move?
Let's do another move. Okay. All right. Are you ready?
I think so.
All right. 3, 2, and 1.
Oh.
I think that's you. I think you had priority.
Yeah, I had priority back.
So when we both chose faint, and when that happens, whoever has priority succeeds.
Mm-hmm. Well, since you're being so incredibly unfair with this game, and I raise up my hands, and the camera will show differently for the visual of the narrative, my hand flashes across my face as the mask comes off.
So cool. Oh my God, Natalie, your makeup.
Thank you. See, my fashion's impeccable.
To your own detriment, you always thought you thought your prettiness could get you through a gym class. Come on. You're better than that. Thought you were smarter than that.
I worked very hard. Charisma can be a magic in itself. Thank you very much. And I mean, I am part of a nation that knows a lot more than yours.
I just kind of cross my arms, the light moving from my staff as my hands move, casting shadows on the ground.
And I cross my hands one over the other very elegantly on my short little cane, and just kind of as a silent one tap in front of me. Well, the mask is gone now, Little Sparrow. What now?
Why don't you tell me, Peacock? Why are you here?
I think you know why. And I think you know where I'm from and who sent me. And I think you may realize that my realm has better information on what it is we're looking for.
I'm ready for another roll.
All right. So you have priority?
I do have
my
priority.
over.
And I think if I'm counting correctly, I'm at 4, you're at 2.
Yes. Let me chat in pairs. you, me,
I am.
you, me. Yes.
Okay. I just want to make sure we're on the same one. Okay. Are you ready?
Can't stand it. Okay. I mean, I'm good. I'm ready to hit under.
Okay. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, okay. Natalie chose thrust. I chose thrust. Natalie chose parry. As you say that, after like knowing a lot more information and stuff, yes, you might know more, but my kingdom knows a lot more magic and has much stronger spellcasters. So even if you do get what we're looking for, you're not going to be able to use it correctly.
Well, no matter what happens, I mean, You won't be able to find it because you have no idea what you're looking for, but I do. I can already tell you're looking in the wrong spot just where you are standing.
And yet you came to converse with me instead of to dally off and get what you need?
Well, you just happened to be a stop along the way. And finding out it was you, of course, I had to make it my business. How could I not? Because how long has it been? Years, decades.
Like a good 7 years.
Oh. Well. Either way.
It's a good thing you're pretty.
Oh, love, I am gorgeous.
All right. Are you ready for the next one?
Oh, God. To write down my point. Okay. And then I have priority?
Yes. Thank you for reminding me because I'm going to forget to put my dice back and forth for my priority die.
Mine's a card flip. All right.
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay. No.
No? Yes? No?
Yes. I spell right this time.
Okay. 3, 2, and 1. Oh. Okay. So that's you beat me.
Yeah.
So we're tied now at 4 and 4.
Oh.
So yeah, what is the feint? What are you goading me into?
Yeah, so instead of stepping towards you, I now start stepping along the side, and there's this subtle magic illusion, sort of like a visual aberration of color in the wake of my steps. And with every heel click on the stone, there's sort of just like a darkening of shadow as little spurts of that aberration light starts to dance along the floor. Well, I know we have places to be, things to do, and much work to be had considering what our nations are at. It is quite unfortunate. So I would love to see exactly what kind of studies you've done to beat our mentor for that staff.
Well, you would know if you actually stuck around. And there's a little bit of a strong gust of wind as my voice picks up and whips both your cape and my cloak around as if it's responding to my anger.
Mm.
You kind of just dallied off.
There was... And at this point, Seer phase, like, where they had very much like the coy face is now in like a pause of a moment in time, recalling what the memory was. There was opportunity. An opportunity to do more, a promise to be more.
I'm ready for the next one.
All right. I think I counted. We're 4-4 right now, right?
Yeah, we're tied right now.
And did you take priority? My card is slipped down.
I think it's my turn, yes.
Okay. All right. Let me get my word in. All right.
All right. 3, 2. Oh, is this? I don't know if it's this one or that other one. All right. I'm going to just do this one. 3, 2, and 1. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, well, your opportunities abound apparently involved leaving me behind, your mentor behind, and your whole town behind because guess what's not there anymore after you left, which you could have helped protect.
It was my intention to leave you alone. I would have very much wanted to stay, but and the cane picks up. She sort of flips the robe to keep it, or her cape to keep it down towards their body. Just the unfortunateness of the world, isn't it?
I just thought your loyalty to your friends and your family would have been stronger than your glory seeking.
I think that's a good time to do our next turn.
That is a good thing. Okay.
So you're at 5. I'm at 4. I take priority.
Yes, that is correct. All right. I'm going to do. Oh God. Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
3, 2, and 1. Oh, you have priority though.
Oh, this is tight. 5 for 5.
Okay.
We both did thrust.
Oh, yeah, you just got a 5. Okay. Since you win, I think the way it starts is in my anger from this last round of bouts. I end up teleporting in front of you, angry, a force full of just power and rage, just staring up at you. Like wanting you to explain yourself than just like, oh, I had better things to do. And it's just sad anger.
Yeah, and as you teleport in front of me and get into my space and start to try and impose that rage in you, you see that my face isn't that youthful, optimistic kid who wanted to be friends with everybody and always took you out. This is now stone and went from that exuberant flamboyance to a very focused look upon you, almost undisturbed by your sudden appearance. The truth was, there was no real choice. I had no choice.
Everyone has a choice. Not making a choice is still a choice.
It could have been a lot worse.
How? Tell me.
There was plans to do a lot more damage than they did.
So you knew this was going to happen. You knew that was going to happen.
I went after an opportunity to try and stop it.
I think this is a good place for another bout. I take priority back.
Yeah, you do.
Okay. Let me know when you're ready.
All right. Okay.
Oh, wait, hold on. I might have chosen it. I might have changed it. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm on like, am I?
Okay.
Okay.
All right, I'm ready.
This is getting so intense.
Ready? 3? Are you ready?
Oh, hold on. I changed my mind.
Okay, mood.
Okay.
It's fine.
I'm good.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Oh, feint and parry. Okay.
So you beat me with your feint.
Yes. Let me mark that down. So what? You decided to do this all on your own, thinking you can just do everything on your own instead of, I don't know, asking for help. You decided to run with your tail between your legs right to the country that hurt everyone we knew.
Wasn't running out of any form of cowardice. It was to
Well,
learn what I could.
well, guess
Take
what? That's
advantage
not
of
what it looks like.
resources. You
People
never
at
saw the
home,
bigger picture.
people at home call you a coward.
Well, I suppose I don't have to worry about that anymore.
All right. I'm ready for the next bout. I know it's hard. It's getting.
It is so hard.
And we're just going back and forth too.
Oh yeah, I have priority. Remembering that.
Yes, you have priority now.
Okay. Okay.
Ready?
I believe so.
All right. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, okay. I'll take it. You thrust, I parry.
Mm-hmm.
What does this look like?
Yeah, so Seraphay's now starting to lose a bit of their I suppose debonaires as they're becoming a little more impulsive and start making quick pivot turn to move around you, and there's just a bit of that flash of light and darkening a shadow. You really have no idea what that nation's capable of or what they will do to people.
Mine.
Death is the least of the problem.
Or yours? Sorry, it was mine or yours?
Any people.
I think as you're doing your pivot turn, please tell me if this is not okay.
Okay, go for it. Let's go.
As you're doing your pivot turn, I feel like the way I'm imagining it is we're kind of like walking past each other, like just kind of like circling.
Yeah.
There's you trip a little bit and I help you catch your feet. So a little bit of embarrassment. I thought by now you would know how to walk in those. But back to your earlier comment, not knowing what they're capable of. I think I know what they're capable of. I've been on the firsthand experience of seeing what they're capable of and further seeing the destruction and what they do.
I clasp your wrist as you helped me and just look directly at your eyes. And you see there's like black cracks now forming around them. It's like you saw what they're capable of. I was in what they were capable of.
Are you actually helping them?
I told you have to play my little game. And I sort of just tap at my head.
Fine. Only because I know that you're going to keep playing it whether I want to participate or not.
Unfortunately, that's just how it's going to go.
You haven't changed at all, have you, Peacock?
I probably changed in all the ways, both better and for worse.
All right. I think this is a good time for another one.
Yes. Oh.
This is a hard decision.
Oh. I do last time. Okay.
You okay?
I'm okay.
Okay.
Like, oh. Okay. Is that what I want to do? Is that what does it feel? What feels right?
What does Seraphay do?
What does Seraphay do?
What would Seraphay do? WWSD.
Is the heart truly blackened by the world, or is there that youthful Seraphay in there?
There's only one way to find out.
Okay. Got it.
All right, 3. Wait, I'm at 7. You're at 5, right? Am I still correctly? And who has priority?
I think you do. I'll say you do because my card is flipped up.
Okay, I think it's my turn. Yeah, because I think I've had to bring my die back over. Okay, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, okay. So we're both fainting.
But you win it because you have priority.
I'm not a fool. I know to read between the lines, and it doesn't seem that one, you're working them from your own free will, or you're playing double agent. So why don't you just tell me what you know? And maybe we both can get a little bit what we want.
Well, matter of the fact is, I worked my way up to learn all the secrets and all the things.
I also am at 8, so you have to draw your weapon.
Oh, yeah. Shoot, what was the whole thing about? So I draw a weapon.
Narrative, you're narratively on the brink of doing the first blow.
Okay.
When your opponent hits 8.
Yeah. So you hear the scraping of my cane as I take my full stature, which is already 6'2", and then with the heels even taller as I'm now entering the blackness of those cracks now splinter off, and they're all coming down my face like a broken porcelain doll. And even the very roots of my hair begin to go into an almost inky blackness. And I just pour myself over you. And I stepped through the horrors and shadows that they offered. I'm lost to it. And now I need all the power.
What power are you looking for?
What lies at the heart here? And the shadows begin to deepen and reach, becoming all splintering hands against the whipping winds of this ancient setting, kind of crawling, capering across the stone floor, bursting out from little cracks, the illusions of it all, trying to become imposing and dark. And then you hear the sudden crack of my cane on the ground and the flash of light and shadow as I try and make my first strike.
Or very close to making your first strike. Anyway.
Yeah.
Because I have not at 9 yet.
Nope.
I am nonplussed.
So we're on our, I guess, potentially our last move.
We'll see. I kind of hope not.
But I have priority back.
You have priority. That is correct. I have decided what I want to do.
Sarah Faye's losing her grip on reality.
I don't blame her. Oh, sorry, them. I don't blame them.
No. Okay. No, that's not how you type in chat. This is how you type in chat. Okay.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
1, 2, 3, go. Oh. Ooh. Okay. So I think as you are being extremely imposing, like incredibly dark and imposing, and the light from my staff isn't even piercing these shadows that are just engulfing you and the area around you. And I just look up at you. Are you quite done with your little tantrum?
And the head sort of rocks to the side, the last bit of the silver hair dampening out into darkness first before it slowly silver comes back. But as like sort of not so much silver anymore, it almost becomes like a brassy, like it's been stained. The face that you knew Sarah Faye as, where you saw it turn to that stoniness, is now just feeling and looking like a shattered mass that's just barely heading on. And the last bit of voice that whispers out before it turns into a dark, deep rumble. I missed you, little sparrow. But it will not let go. And I guess with a 9, I have to lunge out at you, right? And I go and reach for your neck as the shadows leap off and become twisting, almost snake-like vines to grasp onto you.
I have technically narrative power in this, and I want to leave it a cliffhanger that we don't know how this resolves.
Oh, I love it.
I love this. Okay, this is awesome. Oh, sorry, viewers. There is you have to deal with this cliffhanger. I'm sorry, but not sorry. Okay, that was so much fun.
It was.
Oh gosh. So, thank you so much for joining us for this lovely game of I Have the High Ground by Jess Penley. Sign offs. Did you want to go first?
Sure, I will take it. So I am Natalie, a she, they, and I was playing Seraphe, them, who is a chancellor mage of the Arcanum Consortium. I remembered it. You can find me in most places. Ghost Candle on Twitter, Instagram, Ghostly Candle on Twitch and YouTube. I do lots of things because when I'm not here playing awesome stuff with Girls Runs These Worlds, you find me in other places as well as my own channel where on my own I play solo games and it's lots of fun. So make sure you check it out and, let's all support each other. Yay.
And hello, I'm Mare. You can find me on Twitter, Archmage of Dice. I use they, she pronouns. You can find me over on Sword and Key and over on Neon Lights Roleplay. Just check my Twitter. I stream about the games I'm in over the weekend. Also, by the time when you're watching this, I will also be running a game of Magical Kitties Save the Day on Sword and Key to raise money for JDRF International and Type 1 diabetes research. So please check that out and help stop by and raise money for an amazing cause. Thank you so much. This was great. Maybe you all will get a conclusion. Maybe. We'll see. Anyway. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.